Could my coding skills benefit from the same principles that govern the organization of a shoe closet? And most importantly, will understanding this make me a programming style icon? Welcome, curious mind. I'm Karel, your CTO for this journey. Today we venture into the world of application programming, but not as you know it. We're talking about collections. But hold your horses, fashionistas. We're not discussing your latest shoe haul. Instead, imagine each shoe in a collection representing different data types and values in programming. Sneakers for integers, stilettos for strings, and so on. Just as you wouldn't wear flip-flops to a gala, each type of data has its place and purpose in an application. Now, let's lace up and dive in. Collections are essential for organizing and accessing data efficiently. Much like how a well-organized shoe closet can save you from showing up at a beach party in high heels. Arrays, lists, sets, and maps, to name a few, allow us to store and manage data with elegance and precision. They come with their set of rules. You wouldn't store your precious Louboutin without dust bags, right? Similarly, certain collections are better suited for specific tasks, such as retrieving data quickly or maintaining a unique set of elements. Personally, I would love to throw an exception every time my wife is about to purchase a duplicate pair of shoes. There are a few basic requirements when you pick a collection. It all boils down to understanding the shoes, data, that you'll be managing and also what you need to use it for. Choosing the right collection is like selecting the perfect pair of shoes for an outfit. Picking the right collection type for your data can make or break your application's performance. Maybe your spouse is dragging their feet getting ready and have to pick up the right pair of shoes quickly, for the reservation could be cancelled if you're late showing up. Some of us may need dynamic lists for shoe collections, and others, like myself, would be fine using an array with a fixed size of, say, 5. 4 if I move to a country without a winter. If you find the application is spending a lot of time finding shoes, that's a sign you may have picked the wrong collection, or that you aren't searching it correctly. Usually, it's both. On the same note, make sure that you indeed need a collection. Collections have properties like size, order, and uniqueness that affect how you use them. While I understand that shoe statistics are not for everyone, for the person paying the bills it could be a useful tool. I personally would love to have a property for last worn date, which I would then possibly automatically iterate through the collection using a weekly process to move shoes, data, to another collection named for sale. But I digress. Mismanaging data collection leads to inefficient memory use and slow performance, and mismanaging a shoe collection leads to clutter, high blood pressure, and possibly orphans. Orphan shoes. However, I guess it's possible for arguments to escalate that high. Learn to insert, delete, and iterate over collections efficiently. Of course, some collections will handle insertions better than deletions. But keep in mind that much like the size of a computer's memory tends to not be infinite, so does the size of a shoe closet. Just because it's easy to insert an item in a collection doesn't mean you should. Imagine a situation where multiple people share a single, vast shoe collection stored in a grand walk-in closet. This closet is the envy of the neighborhood, brimming with every type of shoe imaginable, from sparkling heels to the comfiest sneakers. Each person has their own unique taste and an urgent need to find the perfect pair for different occasions, often at the same time. This scenario quickly turns into a comical ballet of coordination and chaos. The catch? They all need to access the closet simultaneously without tripping over each other or, heaven forbid, ending up with mismatched shoes for their event. Here's where it gets hilariously complex. They devise a system, a shoe request protocol, complete with a take-a-number machine and a schedule for who gets to closet when. It's like watching a well-intentioned but overly complicated dance, where sometimes they end up wearing each other's choices by mistake, leading to some interesting fashion statements at their events. Translate this into the world of application programming, and you've got yourself a vivid image for programming access to a shared data collection in a multi-threaded environment. The need for coordination and the potential for access conflict mirror the challenges in multi-threaded programming, where proper synchronization mechanisms like locks, semaphores, or monitors are crucial to prevent data corruption or performance bottlenecks. Just like our shoe-sharing friends need a system to avoid chaos, applications require structured access control to ensure data integrity and efficiency. So if your collection needs to be used and possibly managed by multiple threads, then please pick the type carefully. Some platforms or language have such type of thread-safe collections available to you. When and why would you use these collections? Imagine planning your shoe closet for easy access, space efficiency, and style representation. Similarly, in programming, you choose your collections based on your need for quick access, minimal memory usage, or avoiding duplicate values. The right collection can make your code run like a well-oiled machine, or like strutting confidently in your favorite pair of shoes. Methods to implement collections properly include understanding each collection's strengths and weaknesses, using them according to the data's characteristics, and constantly reviewing your choices as your application evolves. Just as your shoe collection grows and changes, so too will your data needs, requiring adjustments and sometimes a complete overhaul of your collection strategy. While some people out there might be perfectly happy using a queue to pick what shoes to wear every day, this might not work for others. I'm gonna go off script. Collections, you need to be careful. Read the collection's fine print. Get to know what you're about to use. Get to know the alternatives. Don't use something unless you've investigated at least a couple of options and you've read and understand how it works internally and what are its pros and cons. In essence, collections in application programming are like a spouse's shoe collection. Diverse, purposeful, and requiring thoughtful organization and care. While the former organizes data types and structures for efficient application performance, the latter arranges footwear for style and functionality. Both, when managed well, enhance their respective domains significantly. And also, in both cases, when shoes, data, can't be found, well, we don't want to talk about that. Before you dash off, check out these two videos on your left. The top one has been handpicked just for you, promising insights into the unexpected parallels between programming and everyday life. The bottom video, our latest release, continues to unravel the mysteries of coding in ways you've never imagined. Trust me, you don't want to miss these.